Get that dust shield off. Oh yeah, look at that seal. Wow. Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Today's video going to work on MJ's 2018 JL. If you guys remember last year, I think it was, I did a video where the shop that she took it to did a total mess of the job when they put the differential guard on. They just slapped it on. They ruined the dust shield. And I talked about in that video, because that dust shield is ruined, eventually the seal is going to fail. And now we're changing it out because the seal has failed. So not only did MJ have to buy a new seal, she had to buy the new propeller shaft coupler as well. Since you cannot buy the dust shield separately, it's all kind of one unit. And this is the seal. That's a few $100s that she had to spend, which technically she shouldn't have. Since we are going to be dropping the rear drive shaft, what we're going to do is we're going to put wheel chocks under the front tires, and then we're going to shift the vehicle into neutral, because that'll make it easier. Leave the tires on the ground, and then we'll take off all the differential bolts off the propeller shaft that we can, jack it up, spin the tires, and then remove the other ones so we can get started. So I was organizing my garage, found my wheel chocks, because if you don't put these underneath, as soon as that rear drive shaft comes loose, it's going to start rolling and run you over. So we just shifted into neutral. I had to double check. So you can see right there, it's been leaking. You can see one of the weld marks, which I'm still baffled to by the stakes. You guys remember, I had to modify this guard to fit. So looking at those bolts, first I thought I didn't have a tool for those. Those look a little specialty, but a T45 seems to fit. Alright, gonna try my Power Fist T45 Torx. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna bust these free. And it looks like they're coming apart pretty easy, which is a good sign. We're gonna put the electric ratchet on them. Gonna have to remember to Loctite these all afterwards. There's almost too much torque for that one. I guess this battery's getting a low. Struggle's real. I'm gonna get my jack underneath the differential and lift it up. These Power Fist Torx sockets aren't that bad. They're cheap enough to the point that you can abuse them, and when they break, you can see that T55's got some bends. You can just dispose of them and get a new set. But this Power Fist jack I've had forever still works. I wonder if Princess Auto's ever going to come out with an off-road jack with soft tires, because I'd snag up that and get rid of this one. Rotate those around. Now we gotta remove those last 4 bolts. I don't know if this thing's even budging. Got 2 jack stands underneath, so I don't know, maybe that'll help me out try to bust this free. Alright, starting to come free now. Taking a chisel onto this metal part, gently tapping. I can see I'm starting to get a gap in there now. Once I get a big enough gap, I'll just be able to Put my pry bar in there. Get her open. Here we're coming. Just being stubborn. Almost out. There we go. Drive shaft is free. Now that the drive shaft is off, one of the most important things we gotta check for to make sure if the seal has failed by other means, as you can see right there. Like I said, they welded that dust shield on, so I'm pretty sure that's the issue. But you want to check for play right now in the pinion. And right now, there's no movement, because if your pinion bearings were worn, you'd have some play in here and that would cause that seal to fail. But everything looks pretty good. We can go ahead and get that pinion nut off there. So it does look like pinion nut. It's a 30 millimeter. Oh, this is where I wish I had a big garage and a hoist. Whoops. Uh-oh. Still doesn't want to come off. We're damaging that nut. We're gonna have to abandon mission for right now. All I had was a 12-point socket, and these corners are starting to round off, so we've got a 6-point socket, 30 mil coming in. So I'm gonna got the old PB blaster here, so when we get to it again, spray some of that penetrant in there so it gets soak in, and next time I go take it off, I'm gonna put the torch on it, heat her up, and hopefully it comes out easy. Alright, everything's torqued up for another day, sadly. It is what it is.
Garments, are you just eating the grass like no tomorrow? Is that what you're doing? You love the grass.
That's another week in the garage, just waiting for MJ to come over, and I picked up a 6-sided socket, so hopefully we can get her pinion nut off. That's just extremely tight. I ordered the socket, then I found a kit. So I got this Casualman 9-piece 1/2-inch nut kit from 29 mil to 38. Should cover all my problems, because a lot of the big sockets up here that I get are all 12-point, and as you guys seen, 12 points don't work that well when fasteners are super stuck. So just waiting for MJ to come over. Hopefully we can get that project finished. Now I'm back. I'm gonna spray some PB blaster on there for some lubricant. I'm gonna probably try to heat it up. We're gonna see if the nut will come off with the proper socket 6-point. Oh yeah, right off. Yep. Right off with the proper socket. Before I can get the gear puller on, I need to grind those little welds off that some savage company in Calgary did, which just caused this whole mess, because they didn't realize that this differential cover is for Dana 44 and this is Dana 35, and in the previous video I cut it down and modified it so it fits perfectly, and they just kind of slapped it on and welded the dust shield, and MJ had all sorts of issues with it squeaking and stuff because the metal on metal was grinding, and now her pinion seal is leaking. That was a success. Only one more hurdle. Gotta pull that flange off. I got my gear puller right there. I'm just gonna give that another shot of PB blaster for luck. This is the moment of truth. This will be the last hurdle. Fuck. Fuck's sakes. This is fucking pissing me off now. They're pissing out oil. Get that dust shield off. Oh yeah, look at that seal. Wow. And that's what a dust shield prevents from happening, is all that shit building up in there, causing that seal to blow. See all the dirt built up underneath there? I'm gonna use a chisel, get this old seal out. The seals be one of the most stubborn ones to get out. Wants to go in, doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just need the right tool for the job. Before I put the new seal in, you always put some grease around it so the spring doesn't pop out when you're tapping it into place. Got the new seal. Fun part is try to get her back in place. So right now, I'm just using this flat bar to get it into place. Hardest part's just getting it started. There we are. New seal is put in. We're gonna have a look at those old ones. That's all taken care of. Yeah, there's the old seal. You can see all the mud that built up in it. And this is the dust shield that they welded. I don't know how any mechanic would think that that was fine. They must have missed that part in school where the dust shield protects the seal from exactly what's happening. So I got the coupler here, the new one. I'm going to put some of this assembly grease on there and some RTV on the splines, just so that no oil can come out. Assembly grease, some silicone, got a new nut, then need some red Loctite for that. And then I'm just gonna got my nut and some red Loctite, because you do not want the threads to become loose. Let's thread that on like such. we are. We're snugged up as far as it'll go. It does have a crush sleeve, but an impact gun won't crush a crush sleeve. So get it down to where it was and feel that there's no in and out play. So we know the bearings are snugged up. Now we just gotta blue Loctite the drive shaft bolts, put drive shaft back in, add some oil, we'll be done. Everything's bolted back up, turning the way it should. And the dust shield is operating normally again, like it should have been all along.
What's perfect is with Amsoil using these bags, it makes filling so much more easier. You don't need a pump.
Alright, time to shut her down. It's motherfucking beer time. Using the right tools for the job makes a big difference. I knew I had a seal puller. I didn't think it was going to work in this situation, but I was able to weasel it in there beside the pinion, rip that seal out, and also having a 6-point socket for the pinion nut instead of a 12-point, because otherwise I could finish this project last week and I could have been working on the mud flaps for the trailer. But that's not the case. MJ's Jeep is fixed up now. As you guys saw, there's a reason for that dust shield. If it's just solid like that, the dust just builds up in one spot and ruins the seal, as you guys seen. Anyways, motherfucking beer time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to head out camping tomorrow, taking the TJ, towing the trailer. I'll see you guys later.